Hello, everyone. How we doing today? I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Monday evening. Who we got in here? Boss Buster, hi. Hibiki's father, hello. Mikey Mike, Maddie, good to see y'all. Hope y'all have had a great weekend and start to your week. So, we are back with Antebellum Lockdown, Chapter 2, Trial Part 2, because we had that whole big fake out last time, so I am very nervous, but very excited to see where this ends up going. I doubt this will be a super long stream, since we just have, like, half a trial to do, but who knows? The daily life was 8 hours, and given how much I tend to stop and yap, it'll probably still be somewhat substantial, but yeah, without further ado, I think we might just be hopping right on into it. Let's go ahead and scoot on over. I guess we can give a little bit of a recap. Oh, hello. If decides it wants to work. Latency issues, I hope, do not become a thing. We were doing so well. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna try and give a little recap. Yeah, so basically last time we found out Alora killed Taka. Alora has been using Lilith GPT this entire time. Which is kind of crazy, but also allegedly maybe Shinku did not kill Molly, which, you know, unfortunate, boo. But we'll see who did it. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the model today. Things have been going so well. Well, let's go ahead and scoot over to chatting. Or not chatting, gaming. Where I did not... Can I get that to work, maybe? Hold on. Bet it could take 3 hours? I guess we'll find out. Continue. That is a little loud on my end. Do I want to review my bullets? Yes, ideally. Okay, we're probably gonna focus on the, like, Molly ones. Wooden box, 2 hooks with ropes and a few weights in it. The rope contraption. The scrap metal is weird. Okay, yeah, no, we don't care about that. All right, let's go. Metal, the box, and the body. Okay.
If it was a tape and not her talking, wouldn't Shinku have noticed it was a recording?
I mean, clearly he didn't, so next.
I mean, I feel like you could tell the difference in the audio.
He was in quite a panic. I doubt he was thinking entirely clearly. Perhaps the walls obscured it?
I mean, that might be true.
I'm not sure this tape even existed, honestly. If it did, why the hell didn't we find a tape player or something in the hall?
It probably was it in the box, potentially. Let's try this. Nope. Okay. LOL.
If it was a tape and not her talking, wouldn't Shinku have noticed it was a recording?
No.
I mean, I feel like you could tell the difference in the audio.
He was.
Yeah, I know there's definitely still lag. I'm trying to figure out
Perhaps the walls
how
obscured
to fix that. And also we are having technical issues to hell and back today. Perhaps the walls obscured it. No.
I'm not sure this tape even existed, honestly. If it did, why the hell didn't we find a tape player or something in the hall?
Hold on. Let me get through this.
And even if we did find a tape player at the scene, if the killer wasn't in the room, how could they have stopped it when Shinku broke in?
It probably broke when the weights fell, would be my guess,
A better
but
question is how they even started it playing at the right time in the first place. Maybe they had some way of making it play on a delay?
But all that only matters if this tape was even used in the first place. Wang could be lying for all we know.
The body, the box. Oh, is it the metal? I guess let's try that. Nope, okay. The metal is the broken tape.
The walls obscured it?
I'm not sure this tape even existed, honestly. If it did, why the hell didn't we find a tape player or something in the hall?
And even if we did find a tape player at the scene, if the killer wasn't in the room, how could they have stopped it when Shinku broke in?
A better question is how they even started it playing at the right time in the first place. Maybe they had some way of making it play on a delay?
But all that only matters if this tape was even used in the first place. Wang could be lying for all we know.
To protect Shinku?
Ha!
Dream on, kid.
LMAO.
Thanks.
Fuck you, Shinku. Alright, I don't know if we're gonna have enough time, but
If it was a tape and not her talking, wouldn't Shinku have noticed it was a recording?
I guess maybe we try scrap metal on what
I
Takiko said.
Like you could tell the difference in the audio.
He was in quite a panic. I doubt he was thinking entirely clearly. Perhaps the walls obscured it?
I'm not sure this tape even existed,
Oh, we're
honestly.
dead. Okay.
If it did,
If it was a tape and not her talking,
Oh, okay, we don't lose, we just lose a little health.
wouldn't Shinku have noticed it was a recording? I mean, I feel like you could tell the difference in the audio.
He was in quite a panic. I doubt he was thinking entirely clearly. Perhaps the walls obscured it?
I'm not sure this tape even existed, honestly. If it did, why the hell didn't we find a tape player or something in the hall?
And even if we did find a tape player at the scene, if the killer wasn't in the room, how could they have stopped it when Shinku broke in?
Try that? Dude, I don't know. Low-key, this is tough.
If it was a tape and not her talking, wouldn't Shinku have noticed it was a recording?
Probably not, because Shinku's dumb as hell.
I mean, I feel like you could tell the difference in the audio.
He was in quite a panic. I doubt he was thinking entirely clearly. Perhaps the walls obscured it?
Like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think there's anything
I'm not sure
inherently
this tape
wrong with
even
that.
existed, honestly. If it did, why the hell didn't we find a tape player or
Is this
something
when
in
I
the
need to do
hall?
scrap metal? This might be scrap metal. Hold on. Okay, okay. We're so back. We're so back. We are so back. Okay.
What? What are you even saying, Sam?
Fuck you, Zeke. Okay, I do know how to fix the lag, but I am gonna have to do something real quick. So, I'm gonna have to pull the BRB screen. So just give me like a few minutes, guys. This shouldn't take too terribly long, and should be fine after that. So, give me 1 minute to try and fix this. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Hello? Did everything just decide to stop working? We were doing so well. Okay, hello. Can y'all hear me? I know the model is not on screen right now, but can y'all at least hear me and see the game? Because everything decides it doesn't want to work at the same time. I'm gonna have to do this in, like, baby steps. Y'all can hear me. Okay. Can you hear the game? Because OBS is looking like maybe you can't, and that would not really be ideal. But I guess we're gonna find out. You cannot hear the game. Okay. Interesting, interesting. That's not great. That's a new problem. That one's never happened before. Alright, hold on. Let's see. In the meantime, tell me y'all's favorite Antebellum character. I'm interested to see what the fandom consensus is. Alright, let me see. If I play a sound effect... Okay, that's not coming through. Cool. Takiko, based. Lyra, also based. Those are like, low-key, maybe my two favorites too. I don't know, I'd have to think about it. Asuga. Asuga's a solid choice. Especially after this chapter. Molly is also cool. Very, very true. Haven't seen much, but Lyra seems fun. Takiko, Allura. Allura was definitely up there for me. I now have more mixed feelings on Allura. Not like in terms of her writing, but in terms of her character and how much I like her. That doesn't mean that I think she's a great character. I just don't know if... Why is this being so difficult? And see, normally... Settings, audio... I've never had an issue with this before, mind you. My fave's Molly. Molly, you know, really, really grew on me after, like... After the initial chapter. I feel like this chapter... She got so much better. Zeke is so Zeke has always been entertaining to me. I don't know how much I enjoy Zeke as a person. But he's definitely something. All right, hang on. Is it the headphones causing the issue? No, because I hear it coming out of... Oh, hello. Okay, we might be back. We might be so back. OBS is picking that up. Oh, okay. What the... So it's when I do my... Okay, the headphones were the issue, so I guess I'm just not gonna wrestle with that. We're just not gonna do that. Okay. Alright, okay. We are back in the building. It's okay, I figured out at very least what was causing it. I don't know how to fix it and use the headphones, but that is a problem I can solve off stream. I have kept y'all waiting long enough. We'll hop in and hopefully I can get the model in just a minute. But for now, we're gonna press on. Okay, we're back at the non-stop debate, but it's fine, because we just, We just solved it, and we didn't get much past that, so...
If it was a tape and not her talking, wouldn't Shinku have noticed it was a recording?
Next. Or no, yeah, no, it's next, yeah.
I mean, I feel like you could tell the difference in the audio.
He was in quite a panic. I doubt he was thinking entirely clearly. Perhaps the walls obscured it?
Also incorrect.
I'm not sure this tape even existed, honestly. If it did, why the hell didn't we find a tape player or something in the hall?
Fuck you, Zeke.
No, that's wrong.
What are you even saying, Sam? Never mind. Of course you're reaching for every nutjob theory you can to defend yourself.
Crazy thing to say.
This isn't even about that. There was some scrap metal crushed under the box of weights. If my theory is correct, it could have originally been the tape player.
Wait, that makes sense actually. That way, the killer could ensure it would be destroyed as soon as you managed to get the door open.
Bada bing, bada boom.
The mechanism would naturally crush it even if you broke open the door before she was done talking.
It would also blend in quite well. Every room in this godforsaken prison is covered in debris and cracks.
Hey, not too much in the prison.
Oh, hello.
It's not exactly meant to be comfortable, you know.
Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can load in the model.
Wouldn't you have heard it crunch or something, though? I don't know. I feel like the sound of something getting crushed is pretty hard to ignore.
I mean, you also heard a loud snap sound. I feel like there's a... I don't think it was, yeah.
Frankly, more
Also
focused on
that.
the fact that Molly was dying in front of me.
Happens to the best of us. Happens.
Wah, wah, wah. It's
Wah,
always
wah,
excuses
wah,
with
bro.
you, isn't it?
No sympathy.
Do you hear yourself ever?
Apparently not.
Maybe in the moment, especially if Shinku was distressed, the breaking of the tape recorder could have been confused for the snapping of the neck?
That is also true.
Or it could have been covered up by the sound of the broom snapping when Shinku was eventually able to break in.
That is also true. All of these are quite plausible, in fact.
Whatever it was, if the tape was there, she was probably dead before Shinku even opened that door. The tape playing just made it seem like she was alive.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get a couple of things set up, but... I have given up on the model for today. I don't know why it's not working. We're gonna be in our PNG tuber era. I hope that's alright. I just cannot delay the stream any further messing with it.
But if she didn't die from the contraption, when did she die?
If she died before Blondie, then that changes the whole trajectory of the case.
That it do.
The body was cold when I performed my autopsy on it. I thought it was just because I left to investigate Taka's body before hers. But that does explain how cold she was.
We did bring that up earlier.
Most of us have alibis in the morning, though. So unless someone got up really early, I'm not sure when anyone would have gotten the chance.
Girl, I don't like how much Takiko, I don't like how much Takiko's pushing back against this. This is making me nervous.
Right, especially when it came to setting everything up in the lecture hall. I feel like someone would have noticed this morning.
Because Takiko's been so right about everything so far. So I'm just a little like, I don't know, I'm a little not liking that. And there's also so few characters left that anything that's suspicious I kind of have to... Oh fuck, what was the question? Haha, it's a good thing we have a stream playback. I totally remember what was asked when it was done. Last night.
I've
Yeah.
got it.
Last night makes the most sense with how much setup was done. Most people have been going to bed quite early with this motive anyway.
Yeah, it gets exhausting being woken up by that truth reveal announcement every midnight. It's a real bitch when you're trying to sleep.
I mean, midnight's not that late.
It leaves you feeling tired all of the time. But... wait, if it was done last night, wouldn't Alora have noticed? I feel like her body would have gone into rigor mortis or something.
I apologize. My autopsy of her was quite rushed.
Yeah, we were barely even able to hoist her down before that announcement played.
You rushed to do Taka's first. Why did you do that? You already knew how he died.
Kutsuki seemed to be distressed. I wanted to give him a new space until he was less catatonic. And as awful as it was, I wanted to divert suspicion away from me as the culprit by properly investigating the scene.
Wow.
By controlling the autopsy, you could leave out key details you didn't want the rest of us to know or spot, huh?
Well, yes.
In the moment, Molly's death did seem like a pretty open and shut case. I don't blame Dr. Lenius for making assumptions.
Wait, so do we even know how Molly died?
Not technically.
Well, duh. It still could be hanging. It would be pretty easy to just hang her and set the trap up with her dead body already hung. That way you could just hoist up the already dead body and call it there.
That's all well and good, but how would you even get her to go to the lecture hall to hang her there anyway?
I mean, the killer could have just asked her.
And you seriously think she'd just go?
Okay, well, would you kill me if I said yes?
Oh god.
Are you actually that imbecilic?
The girls are fighting again.
Hey, come on! She was trusted as all hell. You could literally just say, oh, come here for a surprise, and she'd follow you. Or get some naked men or women or whatever.
Whoa, whoa.
All I'm saying is, if I needed an easy victim, she would probably be one of my first picks.
Crazy.
How can you just say that? It's a killing game. No one is just going to follow someone else blindly in the middle of the night.
Yeah, of course you'd think that. That tracks. You're usually the one having others blindly follow you, huh?
Whoa.
Oh my god, can you cut it out for 5 minutes? Can't you see how unproductive this is? You are actually impossible!
The girls are fighting again. These two are fighting again. Usually I'll just let them get it out, but it's genuinely getting pretty disruptive. If we don't sort this out and get to the bottom of what really killed Molly, this case is never going to progress. I would, in fact, like to save. Thank you. Alright, let's go driving. Life is a... oh, on sparkles. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it.
Well, the
Ooh, look at
obvious
that
answer
art.
here is that she was hung. She could have just been hung earlier, and then her body could have been lowered, and the contraption was set up to make it seem
I do quite like this minigame.
She was only just hung when Sam opened the door.
She was in the infirmary resting up after taking those tanning pills that night. I find it unlikely she would have gone to the lecture hall, even if someone asked her. She wasn't the brightest, but I think she'd at least have some level of self-preservation. Even if she really trusted someone, I doubt she would have so easily gone to the lecture hall that late at night, not without telling someone.
I think you're giving her way too much credit here.
No, I'm gonna agree with this meanie on this one. Let's see if that ends up being the call. Yay! Yippee! Yippee!
Okay, well, she could have always been strangled in the infirmary and had her body hauled into the lecture hall. If she wasn't just hung in there, the method they used must have been pretty fucking similar to strangulation for Alora not to notice during even a bare-bones autopsy. Like, come on! You're telling me she wouldn't have noticed the difference between stabbing and strangling?
I agree that it wasn't entirely off kilter or out of nowhere.
Could have been
stab.
poison.
It must have been subtle. But I feel like it's not out of the question Alora wouldn't have noticed more subtle murder methods, especially considering her mind was likely elsewhere, considering what she'd done just a little bit prior to finding Molly's body. Considering how rushed the autopsy was, it's easy to see how something subtle could have been confused for her being strangled, especially with how the body was dressed up.
Again, I think Ismini is on base. Dude, Zeke just sucks. I'm sure I'll have to agree with Zeke at some point,
Okay,
but...
fine, sure. It was something similar to strangulation. I don't know. Maybe they strangled her with their hands in the infirmary or something. Or maybe drowning.
Drown?
If she was drowned, I doubt the water trail or even the body would have dried before we found it. There would be evidence. Poisoning, I also doubt, since there would have been clear signs. It's hard to subtly poison someone without clear physical signs that even a brief autopsy would have picked up on.
I mean, that's
But
fair.
you might be onto something there with the strangulation. I definitely think it has
Oh, what if
something
they
to do with
smothered her?
that.
Wow, that's... I'm sorry, I said
I
that
feel like
so
direct strangulation would have woken her
nonchalantly,
up.
but like, maybe they smothered her with the pillow.
There must be something similar to it that could have been easily done in the infirmary, though.
That's gotta be it. I mean, I kind of agree with... But Ismini is more correct, so... Yeah.
I've got it!
Dude, Zeke... Chud Zeke, bruh.
Considering it had to be something subtle, something that could have been done in the infirmary, and something that could have easily be confused with strangulation, is it out of the equation that Molly was smothered?
Oh, I agree with Shinku. What have we come to as a society?
With her infirmary pillow?
Huh. I guess that makes sense. It's similar enough to strangulation that if she was hung afterwards, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference at a glance.
It's also a method anyone could have done fairly quickly and easily. Wouldn't leave much mess.
I guess my main question with that is, wouldn't she have woken up? I don't think she'd be all that hard to overpower, but still.
Well, she was on a few different drugs to try to combat the effects of taking all those tanning pills.
Right, she'd been taking all those tanning pills. She was likely incredibly drowsy.
She was bedridden that night. I didn't want to risk moving her to her cell. I couldn't assess just how much damage the tanning pills had done.
That's so fucked up.
So it could have easily been done without waking her up, and even if she did, she'd be too weak to respond or do anything.
So anyone could have done this?
Oh boy.
I mean, she was pretty heavy. I doubt everyone could haul her from the infirmary to the lecture hall.
They are next door to one another. Anyone could have dragged her given they had the time, which I'm pretty sure the killer had since they did it pretty late at night. No one was around.
If it's something anyone could have done, how are we gonna narrow it down any further from here?
If we're still going with
Them in there while I was gone. You know, keeping my goods safe and all that. Security is important.
Alright then let's review the schedule. Who watched Fu between Tuesday morning and Thursday morning?
If my memory serves me correctly, Takiko, Ezekiel, Asuga, Taka, and Lyra had those shifts.
Okay. Okay.
So they had the opportunity to take the tapes.
It would be crazy. I don't think it was Taka, but it would be crazy if it was.
Not me and Zeke. I think we can clear each other pretty easily. If we're going with the idea that the murder happened last night, I was in his cell all night, like every night. And neither of us went anywhere.
Kissing on the mouth and stuff.
Right, I forgot you two were doing that.
I mean, you could always be covering for each other. Maybe you've got some sort of Bonnie and Clyde deal going on.
Yeah, no. We ain't pulling any of that shit.
Plus, only one of them could live, so...
Take it or leave it. I think it's a pretty solid alibi.
it.
And
does
I don't
align with
think
both
they're
their
at the
main
point where
accounts.
one of them would die for the other.
Taka can also be ruled out.
I mean, considering what you did to him, I don't think anyone thought he...
Even putting that aside, he skipped his watch that time due to his dare. Uchiyama covered for him.
Ooh, we are down to what, 2 or 3? Takiko, Asuga, and...
Right!
Who's left?
I did. Right after Wong's weird wedding thing.
That did in fact happen, yes.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, Lyra, we'll catch you up later, Queen.
Don't worry about it,
Yeah.
kid.
I'm worrying. When was there a wedding? How did I miss this? Hello?
So, only Asuka or Takiko would have
Okay,
had
it
a
is
good
these
opportunity
two.
to get the tapes and were available last night to enact the murder.
Oh no.
What? You really think?
Hey, hang on! Why are we operating under the assumption that it has to be the people who are allocated to watch Fu? It doesn't seem like much of an ideal time to me. I mean, he was right there. He would have spotted us, wouldn't he?
But there was also a lot of time when he was asleep or napping when someone could have easily taken them.
True, but it just feels a little risky. Anyone could have broken into his cell at any point after he was released. I feel like that would be a lot easier. you'd be less likely to be noticed too, considering how much he was running about.
Well, I locked him in my desk drawer while I was out. Didn't want anyone stealing them.
But a little lock like that is pretty simple to lockpick. I feel.
I'm
Speak for
sorry.
yourself. I certainly couldn't.
It's a stretch, but I feel like it could have been done.
Right. It's silly to narrow it down just based on the list. Anyone could have gotten him eventually.
Uh-oh.
It makes more sense that way, doesn't it? I mean, presumably, only the killer caught onto the fact you were recording. Doesn't it make more sense they caught onto that during their shift and then broke in to try to find the tapes afterwards?
Yeah, I'm surprised anyone caught on to it. Honestly, I definitely didn't suspect a thing.
They might have just gone in there to try to retrieve their own, to be honest. But found Molly's in the process and figured they could work with it.
Well, I wanted to keep it hidden for longer, but... once I started leaving my cell again, I resumed what I was doing before. I left a small bit of paper on top of my door.
Oh, doing the classic, like, see if thing got moved.
You know, so if someone entered it when I wasn't there, I'd notice the paper was on the ground and know if someone broke in.
Oh, Foo. You are smart, unfortunately.
Classic killing game strat. I'm sure you're all aware of it.
Classic killing game? What do you mean, classic killing game strat? Have you played these games before?
No?
Yeah.
I've got a much simpler method. I just tell people if they enter my room,
You can't beat someone up if you don't know they've even entered in the first place, kid.
Look, Zeke's just a little bit not all there sometimes.
You guys should really get on doing that. Or at least setting up something similar. But yeah, no paper on the ground yesterday. So I'm pretty sure no one entered.
Okay, so we're just allowed to lie in trials now. That's really productive. I'm glad we're doing that.
Oh?
What?
You're clearly bluffing.
Ooh.
What? You're just making stuff up? That's not fair.
Hey, hold on. Where'd you get that from?
How come all of this is only coming up now?
Well, if everyone knew about my paper trap, then they'd know to reset the paper. It wouldn't be effective. It would completely defeat the point.
Okay, but there's no way to prove it actually existed.
That is true, but like, what reason does Foo have to lie about it?
There's no way to prove it didn't exist either.
Then we shouldn't go off of it. We could be going completely along the wrong track here.
We don't have much time left, though. Under the assumption Wang is telling the truth. Breaking in and lockpicking his desk afterwards seems a little convoluted.
And given how populated the common room tends to be, I feel like someone would have noticed someone other than him entering the cell.
Besides, he doesn't have much motivation to lie.
Yeah, that's what I say. I just don't see the
believe
reason
he's the
he'd
killer.
lie.
If he was, he wouldn't have interrupted and told us about the tapes as soon as we went to vote. If he had anything to do with Molly's death, he would have happily let Alora get voted and get off scot-free.
So, it's between Takiko and Asuka.
Oh boy. No, I don't like either outcome here.
Wait.
Come on, guys. Seriously, I didn't. I wouldn't throw you all under the bus and let you die like this.
Me neither. Seriously, could anyone live with that many lives on their back?
I don't want to believe it's one of you two either, but...
The question is how we even start to narrow it down between the two of them. They're both equally likely.
Flip a coin.
Well, we should look at who would have had the best opportunity to set up the contraption.
There's one thing about that contraption that's been bothering me, actually.
And that is?
The weights used. I don't know. It just seems weird they bother with carrying so many smaller ones.
Not everyone is a gym bro, Zeke.
I feel like just taking a few of the bigger weights would have been easier.
You might be onto something there, actually. I feel like people would have been less likely to notice the weights had been stolen if they took the bigger ones, too. Less people use them, after all.
You could just be reading too much into it. Might have just been that they would have been much more likely to be spotted if they were lugging the big weights through the prison.
We already established the murder happened at night. I think they just assumed there wouldn't be anyone around. I don't think that influenced them.
I feel like we're onto something with the weights.
Zeke making a good point in this economy? It's just on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure I can figure it out. Right. The fact the killer used smaller weights might indicate something about the kill. Oh, do I have to do the stupid cat minigame? Alright, strength. Yeah. Alright, let's go. S. I forget.
I think the fact that the killer used a lot of little weights as opposed to 2 or 3 big weights says a lot about the killer's strength. I'm thinking they had to take multiple trips to get the weights anyway. They probably had something they could easily carry the weights in, like a bag or something.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not Kaede's backpack.
But the main thing is I think the killer is potentially quite physically weak.
I mean, whoever it was, they were clearly able to drag Molly's body to the lecture hall, so they couldn't be that weak.
I don't like where this is going.
True. But the lecture hall is right next to the infirmary. Even if it was difficult, even a weaker person could do it with enough time.
No, no, please, no, no, why? Why? Dude, I liked her so much this chapter. I actually like her so much. She was like in contention for my favorite. Why?
The gym, on the other hand, that's on the opposite end of the prison. It would be a bitch to carry anything from.
So we're best off narrowing down our suspects off of strength.
Wait, but then that means...
Out of Asuga and Takiko, our killer is... Don't make me, please. I don't want to. I don't want to. Why are we dropping frames? Sorry, I'm looking at the OBS. It might be Taki over. No, I don't wanna. Can we stop? Can we just stop here? Can we call it a day? Nothing ever happened. Everything's fine. Fine. Whatever. I don't even care. It's fine.
I've got it.
Asuka's talent means she has to have a certain level of strength, especially upper body strength for aerial stunts and performances. They'd more than be capable of carrying the larger weights. They've shown they're not concerned about opening up their injury time and time again.
I'm very well aware. I've had to retreat it over and over again.
Sorry about that.
But that means our more likely culprit is...
Wait! What? No!
Dude, Asuga this chapter really getting screwed, dog. Losing Taka and then Taku. Oh no. Oh no.
Takiko.
I see. You really think I'm the killer, don't you?
It's what makes the most sense.
It's not looking good for you, Queen.
Oh, I'm sure it does to you.
Oh, we're gonna get the crash out of a century.
But I have a few issues with your current working theory. If you ask me, there are several obvious oversights. But fine. Accuse me.
Oh.
If you want to waste time, go ahead. What's a trial without pointless tangents?
Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm so here for this. If you laugh, you get sent to the prison, dog. Yes, I would like to save, thank you.
There it is. Now this is what I was looking for. None of this accident or forced kill bullshit. Just cold-blooded killers doing their thing.
Yeah.
Aw, you can give me more than that, Millie. This is the exciting part, don't you know? Our viewers go crazy for twists like this. Oh, they are getting fed. New sprites, new things to clip, new CGs.
Yeah, whatever.
And the execution is gonna go crazy. People love
Dude, Amelia's
those.
having her, like, character arc
I just
moment.
don't know why they have to be so dramatic. I mean, we'd save a lot more money if we just shot them or something. It just feels like overly edgy or whatever to execute them like that. Pretty tasteless as well. It's always so flashy and over the top.
It's fun to see them suffer. It's like meant to be ironic and stuff. They deserve to suffer for what they've done.
It just seems excessive.
What changed her mind, bro?
Ew, you're such a fun sponge. What's the point of hosting this thing if you're not gonna have fun with it? I miss when this was a solo job. I didn't have to answer to anyone. I didn't have some random with daddy issues next to me constantly doing things like having opinions and suddenly deciding she has morals in the middle of hosting a death game. Hey, hang on. What do you do anyway?
I do a lot. Do you realize how much admin work running this shit requires?
The cat just be
Well, it's not
clocking
like we have
everyone.
chat moderation or anything. Be pretty stupid to censor a death game chat.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of fans getting, like, properly attached to the prisoners and shit. Oh boy, if the killer's Takiko, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
What do you mean if, dog? Don't you know? Don't you watch the cams?
A lot of people are gonna be pretty upset.
Wait, here's a question. Like, in universe, right? This is live streamed. Like, they have access to all the cameras, right? Wouldn't the audience know who killed everyone because they could see it on the cams? Or did they just, like... Did they cut the feed right before a murder happens? But you wouldn't know. How does that work, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? I feel like the audience should know.
I hope it's not her, honestly. Or Asuga.
My favorite was Taka, but, you know, he's gone now.
Mono Neko's favorite was Taka. That's great. Dude, you, like, gave Taka the craziest dares and shit. Are you sure he was your favorite?
Oh well, no time to mourn. I'm excited to see how the rest of the trial will go.
Right, yeah.
Kiko didn't. She.
Alright, who's ready for emotional damage?
Asa, it's fine. Don't worry. I can handle this. I'll make this quick since we're on a time limit and don't want to waste time. But before I start, I'd just like to remind you that we narrowed it down to me and Asuka in the first place based on the idea that someone could have only taken the tapes when they were watching along. Despite the fact that he's clearly bluffing and his door paper trap thing.
I love
and
her
it's
new
more
sprites.
Like somebody took it when he was freed. Or when he was being taken for a shower time. But what do I know?
It is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, Fu is like...
I don't know how I feel about being narrowed down just to pigtails and bowhead. Come on, neither of them would. I mean...
Oh, Fu is not happy with this. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
You know, they are fully grown adults, not kids.
I know that, but...
Now, where was I? First and foremost, our current working theory relies on the assumption that the killer was in a lecture hall soon before the body discovery in order to set off the tape. Which, honestly, doesn't make much sense. Because how on earth would they leave or get out without you noticing? There's only one door to the lecture hall.
Maybe they hid under the stage or something?
Oh yes, that sounds incredibly plausible. I'm glad we just so happened to not notice him sneaking out during the investigation despite being in the lecture hall the entire time.
Ooh, she kinda ate.
It's a working theory.
It sure is. But I have an alibi for that time regardless. Allura spotted me in Lab 1 right before the body discovery.
That's still pretty close to the lecture hall. Comparatively, at least.
But go on, Shinku. I'm interested
Ooh,
to
look at
hear
that
how
sprite.
exactly you think this all played out.
Now I'm getting cold feet. I'm second guessing myself. But she's the only person who makes sense.
Well, I think out of everyone here, you would have had the best time remembering everyone's schedules and patterns. You were very observant. I think the previous night you'd murdered Molly, set everything up in the lecture hall, and waited for me to wake up. I think you noticed me leaving that morning, snuck in, put the fake suicide note in there telling me to go to the lecture hall, and rushed there yourself to start the tape and lock the door with the broom.
So, let me get this straight. Your primary working theory is that it's me because I'm the most observant.
Get
well,
his ass.
When you put it like that.
Wouldn't I put it in the infirmary? Wouldn't you be more likely to check on Molly first thing that morning? Although, maybe that's giving you too much credit. You went to go do your washing first.
Yes, I did. Ismini can prove it.
Surely it couldn't have been that important. Maybe I'm just weird, but personally, I'd be rushing to check on the person I allegedly cared about the whole
If she does go down, I hope she takes Shinku's bum-ass
I
reputation
didn't
with
wanna
her.
leave early.
But putting all that aside, that's the least of the issues with this.
Right, like, you're suggesting she kept the lecture hall unlocked until she went in there to turn on the tape player. But that's kind of stupid. Like, anyone could have walked in there and set off the trap.
And without the tape playing, it would be a whole less convincing.
That's not even mentioning the fact you've yet to explain how exactly I'd have gotten out if I locked myself in there.
See, that was the thing that was fucking me up the most. Like, I said that from the start. I just don't know how they would have gotten out of the locked room.
I was pretty distressed. Maybe you snuck out without me seeing.
Okay, kid. Even you're not dumb.
Okay, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, maybe you started the tape and then I left the room before I got there?
How would you put the broom in the
But
door?
then I
Yeah.
was a broom placed across to handle.
That...
There's no way I could have left that room. In fact, there's no way anyone could have left that room without anyone noticing. The fact we can't figure out how it would have been done suggests there's a major flaw in our current working theory. I think we should take a few steps back and re-examine the facts we know, see if there's something we missed, and rebuild our theory from the ground up. 'Cause this just ain't working. That's more productive than pointlessly throwing accusations, because the trial timer is running out and we're all getting cold feet.
How much time do we have left anyway?
Not too much.
So do we even have time to try to formulate a different theory?
I feel like trying is better than throwing away all of our lives.
Right. Yeah. It couldn't be either of those
Boo.
two. There.
Bro, you gotta
must
let it
have
go
messed
at
up
this
somewhere.
point.
But if Sam didn't do shit, then how on earth did the killer manage to get out of the lecture hall?
Looking back on it now, did we even confirm that the scrap metal we found at the scene was a tape recorder? It could just be debris.
But then why would she have said the exact same thing?
I don't know, maybe they were just reoccurring thoughts. Sometimes you dwell on the same shit for a hot minute. I'm guessing it's the stuff she's ruminated on a lot.
But then that would mean I really did kill her. No, I didn't. There's something here. I'm telling you guys, I didn't kill Molly.
Seriously, be logical here. You're not going to die if you did kill her. Laura is.
Whoa, another good sprite.
But I didn't. I couldn't hurt her. She was doing better. I don't believe she threw away her life like that.
Shinku, I understand you're
Oh,
upset
she's
right
pulling
now.
out the therapy
Trust me.
speak.
I know how horrible it is to lose someone.
Yeah, do the good girl act. It'll work on Shinku's dumbass.
But if you keep this up, you're going to get us all killed, including yourself, all just to protect your own ego. Do you want that? Do you seriously want that? There's no way I or anyone else could have gotten out of that room with it being locked the way it was. Molly was the only person in there.
But
Asuka's got a theory.
Hey, Asu, what's up?
there is a second way out of the lecture hall, isn't there?
What? Sugi? What are you talking about?
Did you find like a passage or something?
Don't look at me like that. I didn't want to bring it up, but I've noticed it a few times while practicing, and Alora brought it up earlier. The lecture hall has one of the maintenance doors in it.
It does? I didn't. That
Maintenance
totally
doors?
went over my head.
Right. How could I forget?
Shit! The pipe system. I remember those on the blueprints.
Okay, I'm feeling a little fucking left out here. Care to share with the rest of us?
On the east side of the prison, there are a few maintenance doors to access the pipe system. I presume they were put in place for easy repairs. There's a door in the ceiling to each of the labs, and one in the lecture hall on the upper rafters of the stage.
Wait, so someone could have left the lecture hall through that door.
It's possible, but they'd have to walk along the pipes, which would require a good sense of balance and a small frame.
Wouldn't that kind of balance be more fitting of someone like Asuka?
Do you really think she'd bring up the doors in the first place if they were the one who did it? Wouldn't they just let Taki get shoved under the bus and take the loss?
I couldn't do that! No way! After Taka, she's... Wait. Hold on. She's...
Dude, Asuka's gonna be going through it.
She's all I have left.
Well, no. This wasn't brought up before? Okay, never mind. I feel less stupid now, if this really was not brought up.
And she's also looking like the most likely candidate here.
Hang on. Is there an easy way to even get to the upper part of the stage?
I do agree, though, that if this really was never brought up, that was not the best choice. To just pull something like that out of nowhere that the player had no idea about.
There's no easy ladders or stairs or anything like that?
When I was investigating it, I just used the curtains to climb up.
That does appear to be the easiest way to access it.
Hold on, then. That doesn't line up. The whole reason you believed it was me because of the weights. The fact they were smaller indicated the killer was physically weaker. Do you really think I have the upper body strength to climb the curtains and get out?
I mean, it wouldn't require too much strength. They aren't too tall. It would be a bit of a struggle, but you absolutely could.
Even so, wouldn't there be an easier way for me to get out? Especially if we're operating on the assumption the killer had to get out quickly after turning on the tape? Besides, Sugi only knew about the door because she practiced in their loads. Alora and Wong knew because of the blueprints. How was I meant to know about it? And don't say it's because I'm observant. Seriously.
Well, the killer clearly had to climb up there anyway to set the ropes on the upper stage rafters, didn't they? It's not out of the question that you would have seen it then.
But why on earth would I plan the whole locked room mystery in the first place if I didn't know any way to get out of the room until I was setting it up?
But you did know, Kiko.
Uh-oh.
I told you about it. I showed you where it was.
Well, there you go.
Kiko, you didn't, did you?
Right. You did. Didn't you?
It's so Takiko.
Thanks for that, Asu.
What does that...
Wait, so Shinku was actually onto something here?
She is small enough to walk along those pipes.
But come on. I mean, even if she's little enough, that's still tricky to do quickly. That would be hard to do if she was rushing.
She could have practiced.
Hard, but definitely not impossible.
Those pipes are fairly thick. They could easily be walked across.
It would be good if we had some hard evidence that would prove that the door was used.
Right, wouldn't it? I'm not seeing any firm proof that I did use them.
Well, you clearly knew about them. It's either you and Asu, and...
No, it's not either
Boo,
of
you
them.
gotta let this
They
go,
couldn't.
man.
Do you really think they could drag Pinky's body? Let's be realistic here.
No, you start being
Ooh.
realistic. The two of them aren't children. They're fully grown adult women.
I don't want to... This is a rarity for me, but, like, period, Shinku. Go off.
What's gotten you so aggressive, kid? Something struck a nerve?
She killed Molly. Not only that, she made me think I killed Molly. I'll prove she did this, no matter what.
Oh, I'm so scared. You must have cared about her a lot.
Okay, this is tea.
Not enough to go visit her first instead of immediately going to the washing room. But hey, what do I know?
Takiko with
I
the steel
bet
chair.
It makes you feel all big and strong, acting like the one person who could have saved her. Huh? Do you feel like you're still somehow protecting her by doing this?
Shut up! I don't want to hear it. I can prove you used that door.
Can you? Okay, I guess so. Maintain a sense. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, what could prove she used the door? That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Weights, broom. Could be the box, the rope contraption, the waterway. I guess let's look at the waterways. Prison sewage system. Boost tapes. What's up with the body? We can do an autopsy. Rope. Another rope is tied in a box that stretches all the way to the door. It's gone slack now, but oh, sorry, don't care about Zeke. That doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. That might matter. Takiko went to the east side of the prison. There was a blackout. Okay. Look at the tube. Takiko's account went to the east side of the prison with the goal of going to the infirmary. When she arrived, there was a blackout. She went to Lab 1 to try and reset the fuse box, but the room appeared to be flooded. As she was trying to reset it, Dr. Elanius went to lecture hall. It's probably Takiko's thing. Slightly battered box, 2 hooks, few weights. Okay. I assume it's gonna be Takiko's account, but let's see. Takiko's account. Body doesn't matter. Rope control. It's probably Takiko's account. I just need to figure out when to use it.
I just don't really know how we could even go about it. Is it possible there's a detail in the trap that proves she used it?
I don't think so, but let's see what it says next.
The pipes are too thin. There's no way Pigtails could have gone across them quick enough.
Okay.
Do you think she'd risk falling into the sewage system?
So what? You think Asu did it instead? Just because they're stronger?
Zeke standing up for Asuka moment?
It's neither of them, I'm sure. It can't be.
I mean, I was on the west side and she was on the east. But Alora was also there with her. That's gotta count for something.
She'd already killed someone. I doubt she had time to set up a second one. I can't see any sort of motive she'd have to kill Molly either. Unless she overdosed on the meds Alora gave her and this was all a cover-up.
I don't think so.
Despite what you may think of me now, I would never do that. We're getting off track. It isn't relevant to prove if she knew about the door.
I mean, I guess we could...
We're running out of time, and she's our only plausible
I guess we
suspect.
maybe need to counter Lyra with the body, because it said she died of, like, strangulation.
Make up excuses all you like. This is pointless to talk about.
But I don't know.
There's no proof I used that door.
That's gotta be the right thing, right? Like... No, shit, no, I wanted to do the... damn it. I think I have to do Takiko's account on the last one.
I just don't really know how we could even go
I
about
accidentally
it.
pressed enter, though, instead of...
Is it possible there's a detail
This
in
is
the
very
trap that
long,
proves
though.
she used it?
The pipes are too thin. There's no way Pigtails could have gone across them quick enough. Do you think she'd risk falling into the sewage system?
So what? You think Asu did it instead? Just because they're stronger?
It's neither of them, I'm sure. It can't be.
I mean, I was on the west side and she was on the east. But Alora was also there with her. That's gotta count for something.
She'd already killed someone. I doubt she had time to set up a second one. I can't see any sort of motive she'd have to kill Molly either. Unless she overdosed on the meds Alora gave her and this was all a cover-up.
Despite what you may think of me now, I would never do that. We're getting off track. It isn't relevant to prove if she knew about the door. We're running out of time, and she's our only plausible suspect.
Make up excuses all you like. This is pointless to talk about. There's no proof I used that door.
I'll press the right button this time.
No,
Yippee!
that's wrong.
That was quite aggressive. Some things got you all riled up, huh?
Teehee.
There absolutely is proof that you used that door. Don't try to divert attention back to me.
Whoa.
I'd really prefer if you shared that proof instead of just yelling at me.
Alora, Fu, those maintenance doors. You said the most accessible one was in the lecture hall, correct?
Right. Yeah.
But there's other doors, right?
Yes, in the ceilings of the two labs.
If they're on the ceiling, they'd probably be pretty hard to get into discreetly. But pretty easy to exit from, especially considering the ceilings in the labs aren't too high.
Right. You returned to the lab pretty soon.
Correct.
You've been out of it?
I assume so. She was by the fuse box when I came back.
Wait.
Well,
Are you
isn't
suggesting
that
Takiko used
interesting?
the maintenance door to walk along the pipes to the lab? That would explain why Allura didn't see her in the halls despite taking so many precautions to make sure she wasn't seen transporting Taka's body.
She had to have been in the lecture hall right as I approached the door initially to set off the tape, and used the time I spent trying to knock down the door to climb up to the maintenance door and leave. Meaning it makes sense that by the time Allura got back to the lab, which she probably hadn't anticipated, she hadn't had the time to leave or get any further away from the crime scene. So her being in the lab when she was makes perfect sense for if she did use the maintenance door to leave the lecture hall.
You're right.
What?
That also helps rule out Asu, since they were on the complete other side of the prison.
Dude,
at the time
Takiko's
it
about to go
happened.
feral.
But wait, that means
No, that can't.
Stream's pausing. I do sincerely apologize for the technical difficulties today. I do not know why they're happening, but
It means we have our killer.
You think you're so smart, don't you?
I would love for it to stop dropping frames, ideally. Maybe, if you'd be so kind. Is it okay? Okay, we're gonna press on for a little bit. We'll see if this persists.
You finally get to detach me from Bacardi. You can look at me and feel like it's okay if you messed things up with me or made me upset or did me dirty. Cause now I'm nothing like her. Or at least, nothing like you want to think she is.
Oh, get him, Takiko. Get him.
And this absolves
Get him, Takiko. Get him.
and this absolves you of anything you did to Molly. It won't matter, you couldn't protect her, since you were at least able to find her killer. Oh, until you need pity or an excuse, and then you'll be so down on yourself for not being able to protect her. Ooh, just like Trickle or Mint. Or, well, I'm sure you'll find some way to make talk about yourself.
She kinda cooking him, though. I will not lie.
What are you...
what are you saying? You didn't. No, you.
Like it or not, she did it. It's looking that way at least.
But she can't. Come on, she.
Saint Eel, I understand you're emotional, but
I don't want your pity.
Oh.
I can't lose anyone else. Please, come on, there's gotta be.
I really don't think there's any other explanation. I'm sorry, Asu.
Even if she did do this, it must have been for a reason. You don't just kill someone. Why on earth would she kill Mai? Please. Why would you can't have.
Exactly. Destroying Shingo on the way out. Honestly, I respect that.
Please, just say something.
What can I even say at this point?
Just some kind of defiance. Give us something here, kid. Even if it's just an explanation. Don't just sit there and accept it. Fight!
Fight. So you can all just push me down, get it all out of your system, yell, and make sure I really get what I deserve? No thanks.
That's not what I... Ugh!
Anything. I don't care. I don't care how awful it is, how irrational it is. I just want to know why. The Takiko I know would never do this.
No, yeah, you're right. She wouldn't do this.
The Takiko Defense Squad.
Come on, don't just stand there. I'll play devil's advocate for you. Just give me something to work with here, kid.
I'm not
not your kid!
Period! Oh, she ate.
I'm not her! I'm not dead! Just because you let her down doesn't mean you'll make everything magically right again by stepping in and defending me when it's far too late!
Oh.
Just... Taki, Don't call me that! I didn't mean... Just stop it! Stop it! You'll never think! You just say what's easiest at the moment! Stop acting like you're dumb! I know you're not!
Oh, 8 down.
Kid, hey, come on. We're trying to help.
Really? Now you're trying to help?
Oh, this is so good.
You put me in this mess in the first place! If you could have just kept quiet, I would have never be accused! You're just like Shinku! If you two just shut up, we wouldn't even be here right now! This is your fault! It's all your fault!
Whoa, these screams like crazy work.
Is that an admission of guilt?
With the way she's suddenly acting, I think we have our answer.
Suddenly acting?
Oh, bro.
No, she can't be.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
It seems the most likely. But there are some small inconsistencies I'm not too certain about. I don't want to convict just based on behavior.
But it's not just her behavior. We have solid evidence.
Your main argument relies on Fu's testimony. Are you really going to trust that? No one can confirm he actually did record those tapes.
Surely there's gotta be.
It's the best we've got, and I don't want to die.
And we're running out of time. Let's just get this over with.
All right, if we're all at a consensus...
It can't end like this!
All right, what you got for me?
Huh? You...
I can't have this all fall apart at the hands of Shinku Kutsuki.
So true. So valid.
You're just pointing the blame to save your own ego. You can't admit you failed her. That would force you to face how things really were between the two of you, wouldn't it?
What do you...
Oh.
Oh, don't play dumb now. It must have been nice having a second chance. Someone to make you feel like you're a good person.
You don't know anything about what things were like between me and Molly.
All I know is that I didn't do this. I won't let everything end like this. Not with all these leaps and logic and assumptions and prove to you this isn't me.
You can try.
I've sat down and just taken everything for far too long. No matter how convinced you are that I'm the killer, I'm not going down without a fight!
All right. Let's do... Oh, she's so cutesy.
See if you can keep up with me.
Okay, I got you. Hold on, I gotta assume proper stance. Alora's argument Armament almost took me out last time, so... Okay.
Ready?
Let's do this.
Let's start!
Oh, is this Rhythm Heaven?
You know, it's still equally likely you did kill her. The scrap metal you think
Well, but is that true?
could just be random debris. That is a lot of that around the prison. It seems much more likely than you being unable to tell Molly's actual voice from a recording of her voice. Or are you just that unaware? I guess the words don't matter to you. Just the fact they're talking is enough.
Bruh.
But if you ask me, you're just pointing the blame at me to save your own skin, to save your own ego.
I mean, where's the lie?
Are you following?
Follow along Takiko's performance. Remember what she does. Okay. Pose. Oh. Okay. Sing. Clap. Okay. Oh!
It seems you can't get
The
through your head how
pixelation.
ludicrous your theory is.
This is really cool.
You know, for a writer, I feel like you should be a little sharper. Your theory is kind of ridiculous. But point that finger all you like. I bet it makes you feel real smart, huh?
For full marks. A group of foxes. It's not a... Is it a skulk? Okay. How long can the human body survive without oxygen? It's like 10 minutes, right? 4 to 6? Yeah. Never mind. Me when I say 10. What percentage of deaths are women? Whatever the highest is. No? Okay. I don't actually know.
It seems you know, your the point. I bet it.
Okay, hold on. I'm surprised. I got the first two. Women. 30? Okay. Secret. I don't know why I thought it'd be higher.
Are you seriously willing to
Oh,
let
we're back
everyone
to-
here die to protect that
These art
precious
styles are
ego of yours?
awesome.
Just to make yourself feel like you didn't let someone else down again? Are you insane? You make mess after mess, cause issue after issue, and you expect everyone else to clean up after you. Well, I suppose sweeping things under the rug isn't
She's kind of
anything
eating
new
him
for
up, I
you.
will say.
But don't you think this is going too far?
Clean up all the oh, okay, I'm gonna have to like run around. Go, Shinku, go. Wait, where's the rest of the trash? Am I blind? Where is it? Is this trash? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, this is so cool.
If this isn't to protect yourself, if you're not just throwing me under the bus, if I did do this, after everything, after that verdict, after how you've all been treating me, after how she was able to go about being coddled and babied in a way I was never going to be given, after being asked to be more mature and reasonable than someone 10 years older than me.
This is such a valid crash out, though, I must say.
Could you even really blame me?
Oh, my girl. Get to the bus station. Okay. Where am I? Oh, shit. Okay, okay. We gotta go. Where's the bus? Is that the bus? That's the bus station, right? Okay. And we're back to the witch.
Huh? Wait, you... No. No. It won't end like this. You have no idea about any of this. You don't know anything.
She really said, I refuse. But it refused.
You can't even begin to know what you're talking about. I won't let myself die just because you couldn't shut your mouth.
All right, round 2. Let's go.
Every single day, I have to perform. I can't stop. I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm just what everyone else wants. But it doesn't matter how much I put into it, how much it's rehearsed in my head. People will always find something wrong with it. Or it's too perfect. It's fake. I'm just fake. I'm fake and plastic and unrealistic and hiding something. But if I drop it, I'm proving them right. And whoever I really am would just seem awful in comparison to that perfectly curated image. So what am I meant to do?
Sing, cheer, clap. Sing, cheer, clap, gasp.
all just shove me into boxes I didn't even ask for. Little sister, therapist, best friend, daughter, Ten, Akari, Taka. Anything at all. Anything but me. But I have to play along, and I have to play nice. If I step out of line, if I step out of that box, suddenly they feel betrayed that I pretended.
She's not
to
even
be the
wrong.
person
That's like the
they
fucked up
asked me to
part.
be. That I gave the performance they asked me to give. Even when it's the game that's forcing me out of the box, revealing my secrets, breaking down my image if I don't dance and perform and do exactly what it wants. Well, rip the ribbon, tear the paper, open it up and see what I really am. Even if it's something ugly, at least it's real. At least you can't see me for anything but me anymore.
Customer, I guess, is probably... Yeah. Who made Molly stay? No, who was it? Was it Alora? I don't actually remember.
How can people... But well, I swear I tried. I swear I tried, and I tried to endure it. Back in my everyday life, too. I tried to live up to it all. I tried to just mind my business, stay in my lane. I tried to just be a doll to keep it up. But you saw where that got me. You saw what it led me to doing. I just wanted to feel in control. I wanted to feel like I had some kind of power. If that's awful, then I don't care. I don't care what any of you think of me anymore. I'm sick of placating a group of people who would sooner coddle and forgive a self-pitying woman-child over me. Why was she worthy of all that attention and patience? Why couldn't I be given that? Did you think isolating and bullying me would make me learn my lesson? Or did you think I was just like this? That there was no way I could grow or change? Are you serious? Seriously? I'm only barely 18! Well, if you're going to hate me anyway, if I'm just going to be spiteful, vindictive, manipulative, and awful no matter what I do, then I might as well show you just what awful really is.
Alright, let's go.
About yourselves. I hope you enjoy tearing me down. Bit by bit. I hope you tell yourselves that you were all right about me. That I was fake. That I was controlling. That I was just waiting to snap. That how you treated me was okay. That it was completely fine to discard your little doll once playtime was over. Once she wasn't giving you what you wanted. Because she was awful and horrible and evil all along. That she loved getting people to kill themselves. That she actively giggled and laughed and kicked her feet back and forth every time her fanbase would cause someone to hurt themselves. That she didn't sit there, realizing that it would only take one small mistake, one small slip, one small controversy for all that vitriol to be turned back at her.
Where is the bus?
So go on, Shinku. Tear me down. Put me in my place. Avenge that pure, innocent angel. If I was happy enduring this, if I was willing to keep it up even through a motive that targeted people like me, If that didn't drive me to do it, what would even push me to kill her?
You knew her secret.
I'll rewrite those words.
You think this is done?
Oh, we got a phase 3?
Oh, that's cute. I can keep this up for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm trained for this, after all. I can keep going and going and going and going. The question is, can you?
Unfortunately, it's not about that. Once we run out of time, they're gonna vote for you, Taki.
Stop it!
Huh? Suki?
Stop it. Just stop it. Please. Just give it up, Kiko. Please don't have these be your last moments. Don't completely destroy yourself before you're gone. Please. You're better than this.
Fine. You win.
And we're done.
You really?
Kid, you...
I'm tired.
Kiko, that's not... Why would you... No.
Suki,
Was her secret really that bad? The one Fu showed you. Was it really?
Wait, is this because I showed her?
Molly...
What did she do?
She was the one who attempted the suicide pact.
Oh, the chapter 1.
What?
I'm sorry, she did what? And hello? Fu knew this too and just didn't tell us? Are we just going to ignore that?
Come on, give me a break here.
She was willing to kill us all. And yet despite that, she felt like she deserved everyone's sympathy and empathy, and everyone just gave her it! Everyone just gave her the benefit of the doubt because they didn't want her dead, when she never valued any of her lives half as much as half of you valued hers! Why didn't I get that? Where was my benefit of the doubt? Why didn't I have anyone who would take my hand and try to help me?
Kiko, I tried! I wanted to...
No, shut up. She didn't. She wouldn't have done that. She wasn't the one behind it. You're lying. You're just trying to make me feel guilty for doing the right thing, for exposing you. You were willing to make me think I killed her. Do you have any idea how that felt? I don't want to hear anything from you. No matter how you frame it, I'm not in the wrong for accusing you.
Maddie, thank you for the member. Most valid crash out of all time. No, this is such a valid crash out. Like, I'm sorry.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
This was you. It was all you. And I'm going to lay this case out to prove that once and for all.
I'm not saying Takiko's an angel. But I am saying this is a valid crash out. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, we got weights, box. Okay, I think the tape recording is first. Then the tape. See, I don't know the difference. I guess weights... No, but you have to get the weights to put them in the box. Okay. Box weights. Find the secret. No? Oh, no, that's leaving Shinku's note. We might lose here, high key. Okay. Molly was in the infirmary. Smother. Hung up note. Barricade door, climb, walk, discover.
Let me
Okay.
unravel this case for you.
Never mind, half a heart. We did it. I love the
This all
art.
started with Fu. His confinement meant he wasn't able to leave his cell and do whatever he wanted. But being very focused on the game, Fu still wanted to do what he could to gain an advantage. Fu started to get people to open up with him. He'd then record these conversations on the tapes Mononeko had given us. The killer, during a noticed Fu was doing this and waited until he was asleep during her session to make a tape of a conversation with a prisoner who was of particular interest to her, Molly. Luckily for the killer, this tape included Molly saying things that, if taken out of context, could appear very suicidal. They initially took this tape out of their own curiosity, but when Fu told them that Molly was the one behind the suicide pact, they decided to take action. He already had a reason to kill, with the motive targeting those whose talents relied heavily on public image, not to mention her recent corrupt verdict and perceived treatment by others around the prison. Learning Molly's supposed secret was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Either that, or the truth that was revealed about the killer themselves earlier that night. That night, or very early in the morning, the killer gathered the weights, rope, box, broom, and tape player, doing the necessary prep work for the Given their small physical size, they had to make multiple trips and utilize many smaller weights as opposed to a few large ones, as they were easier to carry and fit in their backpack. Since it was so late in the night, the killer assumed nobody would be around to see them set up, especially with how exhausted everyone was with the dares and constantly being woken up at midnight due to the announcements. They then went into the infirmary, where Molly had been sleeping that night after consuming too many tanning pills for a dare. This, paired with the medication Dr. Lennius had given her, weakened her considerably. She might have not even woken up when the killer took one of the pillows and decided to smother her. This method was chosen as it leaves very little physical symptoms on the body.
Another quietly mixed line.
The killer then dragged Molly's body from the infirmary to the room next door, the lecture hall. They set Molly's body up in the rope trap and got the tape ready to play, having to wait a few hours until I woke up to put the last part of their plan in motion. They carefully left the lecture hall at the early hours of the morning and went into the cells, waiting until I had left my room early in the morning to slip a fake suicide note she constructed into my cell. She likely would have put the note in the cell of whoever left their cell first, since her plan would have worked the same no matter who set off the trap.
She got real lucky then that it was Shingu's chud ass.
But considering I was the first she saw leave after she returned to the cells, I was the one she targeted. Soon after placing the letter, the killer quickly returned to the lecture hall, locking themselves inside using a broom.
I still feel good about myself because I feel like I got a lot of this right. The only thing I said repeatedly that I was stuck on was how the killer got out of the locked room, and I literally could not have known that.
They waited until they heard banging on the door, assuming it was me after discovering the letter, and quickly started the recording.
I feel like I did pretty well this trial.
To get in, they quickly climbed up the maintenance door in the lecture hall and exited through it. They knew about the door's existence due to Asuka telling them about it, having been one of the prisoners who spent the most time in the lecture hall due to it being a perfect practice space. The killer's small size made it possible for them to walk along the pipes, albeit while being extremely careful, in order to get to Lab 1. While they were traversing the pipes, I finally managed to crack the broom that was keeping the door sealed and break into the lecture hall. I did this with such force that I activated the tripwire on the ground, which knocked over the box of weights on the upper level of the stage. This box crushed the tape recorder on the way down, destroying it and cutting off the audio, while hoisting up Molly's body, creating the illusion that the trap, and by extension I myself, had killed her. While I was sitting in shock for what I thought I'd done, the killer managed to exit to Lab 1, finding themselves in the flooded room.
The fact Alora and Takiko were the two killers this chapter and both came across Shinku is really funny in retrospect.
They hardly had time to process what was happening before Dr. Lennius came back to the room in a panic, giving the killer a convenient alibi. So they could act none the wiser when the two of them went down to the lecture hall following the body discovery and found me in horror thinking I was the killer instead of her. And that killer, the person who took Molly Yuzuki away from us, is you, Takiko Uchiyama, the ultimate rental sister.
Man,
That's how it is.
Wow, did you get it all out of your system?
oh, sorry.
I hate to say it, but it does make sense. It was you, wasn't it?
I'm too tired to fight anymore. I just can't believe I lost because Shinku and Fu couldn't shut up for 5 minutes. That's so stupid. But of course it would happen. Of course.
Kid, I didn't mean to.
So it is.
Kiko, you... Let's just vote. I've tracked this out for long enough. I'm sure you've all had your fun. But I don't want to just sit here and have everyone yell at me so they can feel better about themselves. I don't want to give you that satisfaction. Mononeko, let's start the vote.
Fine by me. You're about to be out of time anyway. That concludes the trial of Molly Yuzuki. And Takahiro, although he doesn't really count. Lucky you, Alora. You get to live with that.
Oh, God.
You may now vote for who you think killed Molly Yuzuki.
We keep Alora, but at what cost? I would like to save. The birthday party couldn't have been that bad, bruh. It concerned me how quickly I voted. I feel like I should have had some more remorse, but I was so overcome by how I felt about Molly that I got carried away. She couldn't have done that suicide pact. There's no way. Even if she did, it was before she properly knew us. I'd hoped that by the time she died, she'd have grown enough to have not done that. The Molly I knew would never do that. Maybe I just never really knew her. I mean, I thought Charcoal would never hurt anyone, and... what was I even doing? Yep, you're all right. Takiko Uchiyama is the killer. So this is it, huh? Kiko, you... Well, I can't exactly say I'm all that sorry. If you want me to break down and cry and act all pathetic and small, I'm not going to. I refuse. I'm still in shock about her being the one who did that pact. Are we sure? It was written on her truth or dare slip that day. And you didn't think to tell us this. He was exchanging information for favors, the same sort of shit he always does. It was a mistake to let him out of that wretched cell. This isn't about me anymore. Right, I guess that's a good way to absolve your own part in this. You keep saying that, but at the end of the day, you're the person who killed her. There's no one here who holds any sort of responsibility aside from you. Where was this enthusiasm with Mint's murder? Oh, 8. I suppose it's hard to hold any sort of pity towards me when you're no longer projecting Akari onto me. Oh.
That's what you all did, isn't it? I was Akari. I was Tien. I was Taka. But now I'm rotten. Now I've done something you really can't see any of them doing. Now you'll finally see me as my own person. And if that person is horrible, that's just who I am. At least it's me. My whole life has just been filling in for others. Filling gaps, curating my behavior to spark positive responses or avoid negative responses. Even now, I'm filling in the role of a scapegoat. Someone to push all your own mistakes and errors onto. To discard as just cruel and worthy of punishment to absolve yourself of your own part in it. And I do deserve punishment. I know that. But at least you can finally see me. Blame me all you like for getting tired. For knowing my image was burnt to the ground anyway with all those secrets. That my career was over if I ever got out. For being bitter at how they coddled Molly was. And for how I was treated in comparison. For not wanting to stoop to her level. Fawn and beg and infantilize myself again to be given a chance. For not being able to take it, to suck it up, to just bite my tongue and keep going. For snapping when I found out someone who was getting all this sympathy was someone who tried to kill everyone. But don't blame me for not being someone I never was in the first place. For breaking the performance you all asked me to do.
The art is great here, by the way. As is the voice acting.
Instead, blame me. Blame Takiko Uchiyama. And no one else.
Kiko, I already told you. You were more than just a fill-in to me. I promised to see you as your own person. I promised to do better. You promise so much. You talk and you make things feel better in the moment. But it's always such a band-aid solution, Asuga. Huh? You're so obsessed with keeping everyone happy that you just end up hurting people in the long run. What do you... I know you're not stupid, Sugi. Far, far from it. Yet you do this every single time. You act dumb, and you're not dumb. You just ignore problems and play dumb and think if you just don't address them, they'll go away. I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to meet you. You say one thing, but your actions speak far, ever could. Well, now you can finally meet me. You can see me for exactly what I am. Go ahead. Be disappointed. Be disgusted. Why wasn't I worth it? I certainly never will. Okay, Shinku, who asked? Me looking for who asked your opinion? But I didn't know what was going to happen with Alora and Taka. For what it's worth, I'm sorry he's gone. I thought, if my plan failed, you'd at least have him. And he's who you really wanted this entire time. And as much as I hate that and can't understand that, it's what makes you happy. I thought you could move on fairly happily. How could I ever? Even if he wasn't gone, you... I'm sorry that you're going to be alone. Genuinely. I really, really, really never wanted to leave you. Speaking of Alora, though, doesn't this mean she's gonna stay alive? Since Taka died after Molly? Yep, only Takiko is going to get executed. No, I'm so sorry. I don't pity you, having to live with that on your back. But doesn't that mean Taka died for nothing? Don't. Please don't say that. We'll address Alora later. Right now, I think we should focus on Takiko. What is there even left to say?
Oh, I've got quite a bit to say. I found this whole thing rather disappointing.
What are you saying?
We expected big things from you, Takiko. Everyone loves to see a cute, sweet-looking girl snap. And sure, you did, but my goodness, what a coke rant! No one knows who I am. Poor me. Poor me. Everyone just sees me as someone else. I'm always second place to everyone. Wah, wah, wah. Do you even know who you are, Takiko? Are you a poor little victim of circumstance, brought to your limit because you've constantly been in the limelight, because you were treated so poorly, who just snapped because of the actions of others? Or are you smart, composed, and fueled by a deep hatred of everyone here that you did such a good job hiding this whole time, and it's everyone else's fault for not noticing? Because it seems to me you can't decide. Did you try your best? Did you try so hard to be a good girl and everyone was just so mean and cruel? Are you wise beyond your years? I won't let you do this to me. I won't let you break me down any more than you have. Your words mean nothing to me. Well, it doesn't matter to me. This has been a long time coming either way. As far as I'm concerned, you just couldn't take what you dish out. You were so willing to use your fans against people, but when people turn on you, you can't take the heat. But this was always going to happen.
Don't.
This was always going to be what you'd end up doing, whether you'd learn Molly's secret or not. You couldn't keep up what you were doing forever. And now, you'll finally be seen as you are. The others can't project their loved ones onto a murderer after all. So congratulations, Takiko! You've finally become your own person. And have become that awful, twisted person you were afraid people would perceive you as if you made one mistake. And this is all you'll be remembered as.
No! You're wrong!
Suki... You...
Even if she's done all this, even if I could never forgive her for murdering Molly, for betraying us all like this, if her being kind in the past doesn't justify or erase the harm she's done now, then her doing what she did now doesn't erase the time she was kind, the time she was my friend, the time she made me smile. No, the times we smiled together.
Suki, I'm awful. I've betrayed you. I betrayed all of you. You would have died if I'd won.
Because despite everything, Kiko, those times we spent together, when we were able to hang out or have sleepovers or just giggle and talk about the others, they were what made this prison bearable. When I was desperately lonely, when I was scared I was gonna be next, it wasn't thinking about Taka that gave me comfort. It was being able to be your friend. Being able to have those moments. Our friendship kept me going.
Suki, please don't be this kind to me. You know,
I know, but you're all I have left. I can't lose you too.
Suki, I'm so sorry. Suki, I'm so sorry. I never wanted to leave you alone. Sachi, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry I couldn't grow up to be good. I know you tried your best. It's not your fault. Even you, Taka, I'm sorry.
why on earth are you apologizing to him?
I'm not sure. Maybe because I know deep down we probably weren't all that dissimilar. I was just so used to being alone.
I wish I could have made you feel like your own person in the time we had.
I guess I'm just as set in my ways as everyone else here. But I don't regret it. I don't care how that sounds. I don't.
Even making someone think they did it?
Okay, Shinku. Shut up.
It was a smart plan. I'll give her that.
Yeah, if you guys hadn't started talking, we would have voted Allura and would have all died.
And do you think you could even live with yourself if that happened?
There's no use thinking about things that could have happened. All that matters is that this is the way things turned out. Whatever happens, happens. At least it's not my problem anymore. I'm too tired at this stage to really think about it all that hard. You've won. That's all there's to it.
I'm not ready to see her go, guys. I'm gonna be so honest.
You can execute me and move on with your lives. How fun for you.
On that note, I think I know exactly what we should move on to.
Oh man, I don't wanna.
Hang on. You can't kill her. She's just...
If I don't progress the game, I can make up whatever I want. They're all rescued. That's what happens next. Someone blows up the wall, and they get saved, and everything's hunky-dory, and everyone who died comes back, and it was all a big prank.
That's right. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the trial.
Suki, when we're both grown, when we've both had a chance to live normally, let's have another sleepover in our next lives.
No! It's always about next lives! Why is it never about this life? This is the one we're all living in!
Asuka, please give it up. I'm not the person you want me to be.
I don't care who you are! Whoever it is, I'm going to save them! No matter what! I don't care how much you've hurt me! I can't lose anyone else. So even if I couldn't say or do the right thing back then, I'll make it right now. I'll save you now. I'll meet you now. Even if it kills me!
Oh, we can't be talking like that. Then all three of them could be together.
Suki, let go of me. I don't want you to save me. I don't think anyone could do that aside from myself. I'm far, far beyond that point now. I'm ready to go. I'm tired.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I just want to see the sunshine. One last time.
Kiko!
Alright. Man, this is gonna suck. Emotionally. Man. Asuka in the back. Fucked up and diabolical and evil. Sister of Salem. Oh, 'cause like the witch, I see. not Taka. Oh, the symbolism. Oh, these fuck-ass comments. I cannot. A bitter feeling filled my mouth as I watched the execution. Even if I couldn't understand her actions. Even if I resented her for killing Molly. That was cruel. In the end, she couldn't throw everyone under the bus. I wonder if she'd been able to live with herself if she had somehow managed to live. I didn't have time to dwell on it, as the cat dragged a certain someone back into the trial room.
Kiko! Kiko! Let me go! I have to do something! I can't just do nothing! I can't fail her again!
God, you lot are always so dramatic. She's dead, you can't do anything, even if you tried. Get over it.
No! Shut up! I'm going back in there!
Asuga pushed the cat away and tried stumbling to their knees, but quickly lost their momentum, gripping their stomach and falling over. Asu, hey! Shit, did she... Suntil, you opened up your wound again, didn't you? Here, I can try to... I don't want your help! I'll be fine. I just need to get up and... Like hell we're letting you do that. Come on, take it easy. Don't get yourself killed trying to help. I just hate feeling this useless. So that's it, huh? She's really dead. What a joke. What a waste of life. 3 of us are gone just like that. Guess I should have always figured out she was gonna be a killer. Wow, that's the Zeke voice. But all that staring, she was always watching everyone for something, but always stayed quiet. It always seemed like she was screaming something in her head, but I could never figure out what it was. God, I could have. Guess I should have figured out it was something like this. I should have
never expected anything else from that crazy little bitch.
Copium is on sale for Fu.
What? How could you say something like that about her?
He's coping.
She did just kill someone, Toots. I don't know what kind of angel you're building her up to be in your mind, but if she hadn't gotten up on her high horse about Pinky, then your little boyfriend's killer would be the one dead instead of her.
It's not about that!
Wouldn't that be nicer for you? Then you wouldn't be lying to yourself about what she was actually like. Acting like she was better than she was, which is ironic, really. Wasn't she screaming for everyone to see her, for her, or what?
Just shut up! You have no right to talk about this. I don't want to hear anything else from you. None of this would have happened if you hadn't told Takiko about Molly being the one behind the suicide pact, or if you didn't pull the stuff you did with the tapes.
I'm pretty sure your boyfriend would still be dead. But whatever you say, Bowhead.
No, we're not doing this! Not today! Every time anyone has an issue with you, you just ignore it! You deflect to an entirely different situation!
Ooh, get him, Asuga.
You do everything in your power to go against the group, to make life harder here!
I already told you, kid. I had no intention of playing house with any of you.
But this goes beyond that! You're playing into what the organizers want here. You're actively sabotaging the rest of us. And for what reason? Do you just hate us? Are you just that selfish?
All I'm saying is it's kind of pathetic for someone nearing 40 to be pulling this shit when the rest of us are only in our 20s.
Right? If I didn't know any better, I'd have half a mind to think you were working for the people behind this place.
Watch him pull some shit like, because I am. I swear to God. No shit. He's not gonna say that. No shot. We're in chapter 2, bruh. Fu's demeanor seemed to shift slightly, a small grin curling at the corner of his lips.
What did you just say, kid?
What are you?
Oh, this is rich!
Wang, what on earth are you?
God, of course.
The fuck have you got to laugh about? What's so funny?
Asuga. Really? Asuga? I knew someone would figure out eventually. Don't get me wrong. But Asuga? The only person
Sorry, I'm laughing a little.
is Taka. But, you know, he's gone now. So he can't exactly do that, can he?
What the hell are you trying to say?
Really? You can't figure it out? Boad just spelled it all out for you.
Traitor drop? Really?
Kid, forget it. I'm an honest man. I'll play fair and square. You caught me. No point keeping it up.
Fu ran his hand through his hair, a small chuckle escaping his mouth as he slung his jacket back on. It was weird seeing him still put together as he adjusted his tie and faced us all with a chilling look. Oh.
You know, with how much I was able to sell you the lie of Fu Wang, the ultimate salesman, I might as well still have the title.
There are thoughts I am having that I cannot speak of.
Truth is, I haven't been an ultimate for many, many years. I've been too busy perusing different avenues. You know, red rooms are a pretty profitable avenue these days. I was surprised, really.
I don't know if I believe him. I'm gonna be so for real. This could absolutely just be another con, but like...
You don't mean you're...
There is also a chance he's telling the truth, but like either way...
Yep, that's right, Toots.
Him being the traitor, I think, makes some degree of sense.
I'm the showrunner here. The person behind this. After all, what's a good show without a producer plant? If there's no drama, you need someone to star it. Keep things interesting. Shake up the formula. It's basic show running.
It just doesn't make sense for him to drop this now. Like, bro folded under no pressure.
And I think I did a pretty good job playing the part of misguided, morally dubious man who'd do anything for his daughter, when in reality, I guess you could say I was the mastermind behind this all!
Voice acting is popping off, mind you. What? I mean, it made sense out of everyone to betray us, but still, I couldn't help but feel... Yeah, this is not as straightforward as it seems. I'm not saying he's not involved, but like... Maybe I just really didn't know anyone here. If Molly was really the one behind the suicide pact, then why couldn't Fu have been working against us the whole time? It certainly made more sense than what we'd learned about Molly. So, you're really... Yep. Oh, the sprite changes too. Goddamn. Yep. I'm the reason you're all stuck here. And let me say, you guys were a good choice. You're just about the messiest bunch of people I've ever met. Why on earth are you doing this? It's just business, really. Profit, mainly. Few other reasons. So, the whole anti-ultimate thing. What the hell is that about? You're the last person who'd stand for anything that movement cares about. Are you just scapegoating the movement? Using it to drum up traction? Do you understand how far it's gonna set it back? Oh no. Oh, we got the classic like wine glass out of nowhere. The mat on guard. Don't get it twisted, toots. This is for that cause. I've seen my fair of shit ultimates have caused over the years. But I can't spill all the beans yet. Gotta keep a few skeletons in the closet for the big finale, you know?
You know what I think?
What's up, kid?
Ezekiel, yeah, he's gonna like kick his ass. Immediately rushed over to Fu to try and punch him in the gut.
Zeke!
But before he could, the cat jumped in the way, slamming into Zeke and pushing him back.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
I don't care! Attack me all you like! He deserves it! I'm not letting that asshole!
Need I remind you that I still have that lovely little toy Alora made?
The bomb.
And you know, I've been meaning to try it out. So by all means, attack him! I needed an excuse to see what it can do.
I can stand far more than just some stupid little bomb.
Oh, Zeke, that's not...
Whoa, no, don't!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not so sure.
Yeah,
about
like...
that one, Zeke.
Let's be cautious here, Ezekiel. Stand down.
You know shit's real if even his meanie is like,
We're all gonna die here anyway. Might as well go out trying to do something.
It's your suicide, kid. I'm not gonna stop you.
Before Ezekiel could throw his life away, a small girl quickly ran out of the elevator, a panicked look on her face.
What the hell is going on here? What are you...
Amelia, you're just in time.
The hell you mean?
No need to play dumb anymore. Jake's up.
He folded under no pressure.
They figured it out. Kinda. Well, I got bored. Thought I might as well out myself. Point is, they know I'm part of the team now.
Oh, God. You couldn't keep your mouth shut for one moment, could you?
Cut me some slack, I thought it would spice things up. Wait, so he's not bullshitting? He's actually... Yep, I'm telling the truth. That's a Fu guarantee. I was gonna... Oh, shit, sorry. Rock bottom.
Well, things aren't exactly looking peachy for you, are they? Your chances of escape are practically zero, your one hope being a murderer and all.
No, that's incorrect. I can still keep working on it. Try all you like, Toots. Those blueprints and plans you made were real cute. But you've exhausted pretty much every option. All of it ended up being pretty useless, huh? It can't be. Even if you keep it up, there's cameras everywhere, you know? We've known what you've been doing this whole time.
If you came up with something, we'd find a way to patch it up before you could possibly exploit it.
So we're really stuck here? Yup. Unless, you know, you kill. But that depends if you guys have the guts to do that. I mean, come on, an accidental murder. How disappointing. Oh well, can't complain that much. Even if it was a boring old accident, at least it wasn't wasted on a valuable life. Hey, come on, Taka brought in a lot of viewers.
He was definitely one of my faves.
Yeah, all I'm saying is we're lucky he wasn't the only one who died. Otherwise, this trial would have been a total wash. Anyway, I'm sure you've all got a lot to dwell on, so we'll be taking our leave now. Just like that? After dropping all of that on us? Amelia, you got the crime reveals ready? Yeah. Perfect. I know what we're doing tonight. See you later, prisoners. Oh, so he's just like gone. And just like that, the person we once known as Fu left. Oh, okay, bye. Last trial, we left with 10 people still in the group. This time, we'd be leaving with 6. How are we already down to this few? A sense of dread lingered amongst us. One person in particular seemed to be feeling it the most. Oh God. We're stuck here. I can't do anything. I need to be alone. Sorry, I need to talk to Lilith GPT. Before anyone could stop her or say anything, Dr. Elenius quickly walked out of the trial grounds, her breathing quick. I wasn't entirely sure how to feel about her after everything that had happened. It was harrowing to learn she was just as messy as the rest of us, especially when we'd relied on her for so long. At least I wasn't alone in my apprehension. I really don't know what to say. I just can't believe any of this. It's all happened so fast. But now the dust had settled. Now it was just us 5, standing in that trial room. Now, we no longer had to keep up appearances or pretend to be strong. The silence was broken by a small voice, finally letting everything they bottled up the whole day. Taka... Kiko... Why did this all have to happen? Asuga finally let themselves break down, clutching their stomach and just letting herself cry. I'm so stupid. All this time, I just wanted to make everyone happy. I just wanted to keep the peace, and I miss them both so much. What am I even meant to do now? I feel so alone. Hey, Asu. You're not alone, okay? I know what it's like, trust me. I'm here for you. Yeah, I mean, hey, I can't imagine how you're feeling right now. But, you know, you've still got all of us. It's not gonna be the same as before. Sure, but if you ever need to forget about things, or talk, or just have some place where you can smile, me and Z are here for you. Okay? Yeah, always. Same here. You're not alone. Out of everyone here, I just so sorry. You really don't deserve this. Don't put me on a pedestal. In the end, just like the rest of you, I really am a mess, huh? Well, hey, we can be messy together. Hell yeah, all 3 of us. God knows you won't be invading. If I spend any more time one-on-one with Z, I'll really go insane. Hi. Point is... Well, not the right voice. Point is, we're here if you need us, okay? It's gonna feel rough. I understand if you need some alone time right now, but... No. No, this stupid game has taken so much from me. I'm not gonna let it take anything else. Especially not my happiness. Even if it hurts. I have to push forward. I'm going to be happy again, despite it all. I won't let this game kick me down. So if you're offering, let's talk. Let's hang out. Let's find a way to laugh and smile in spite of all the pain. If they'll never get a chance to live, then we'll just have to live our lives to the fullest to make up for it. Okay, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but it's really okay if you need to talk about it or take a sec or... I know, and I probably will. It won't erase the pain. It won't erase what happened. I know that will probably follow me forever, but I won't let it stop me from living either. You know what? If that's what you want to do, I can't stop you. Love the attitude, really, but first and foremost, let's get your wound patched up again to make sure you can do all that living. Right, I forgot. That's quite a lot of blood. Will you... I'll manage. I have to. Don't you worry. I've got you. We've both got you. Lyra and Ezekiel both took one of Asuga's arms each and helped support them over to the elevator, presumably headed to the infirmary to help with her wound. I didn't know how Asuga could move on so quickly, or be so positive. I couldn't help but feel devastated. As I stood there, I felt my whole world had been crushed. All that I had left was, oh, that's not gonna go well. It feels so empty now. She's really gone, isn't she? I'm so sorry. Why does this keep happening to us? Even now, she reminds you of him, doesn't she? I'm awful. Well, yes. Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time believing she was the one who did the suicide pact. How would she... Why would she... It just doesn't make sense. Maybe I used her as too much of a replacement. Maybe I never really knew Maiko or Molly. I don't think that means you never knew her. Maybe the person she grew into wouldn't have done that. Maybe she grew past that recklessness. Maybe, and disregard for her life. It's likely she grew as a person since coming here. It's possible the person she was when she first came into the prison was fully capable of poisoning us all. But as she formed proper connections, as she grew, she couldn't anymore. I just wish I knew for certain. I wasn't so focused on seeing her as a second chance. If I saw her as her own person sooner, I think I'd understand her a lot better. I can't say you're wrong. What am I even doing, Ismini? I can't keep doing this. Just using people to fill in the gaps. Seeing people as replacements, not as themselves. It just... Well, we've seen what it does. And it makes every death more poignant. It reminds me of everything that's come before it. Everyone I've lost before. They all just melt into one. I need to change. I know that, but I can't move on, no matter what I do. I think we all hang on to moments from the past, thinking what we could have done differently. Wondering if we could have done better. If we could have made a change. But not everyone can be selfless all of the time. Oftentimes, we help others only if it helps us in the process. Maybe it's okay to make mistakes. I just wish I hadn't be so passive. I thought after my hand in her attempt, I had no right to try and reach out to her. That I should just let you two get on with it. Everything I touch seems to shatter. I thought it was better to stand back, but... I'm sorry. I should have done more. Why on earth are you apologizing? It's funny. I'm not really sure. But I feel responsible. You don't make any sense to me. I don't think you're entirely alone in that. I just hate feeling this affected by it all when Asuka seemed to be able to bounce back so quickly. I hardly think they've bounced back. I think this will follow them for the rest of their life. Eventually, they might process it, but for now, I think they're finding it easier to just shove it down, to use it to drive them to do better. I just hope they'll be okay when everything they've pushed down inevitably bubbles over again. I think they'll be okay. Ezekiel and Lyra seem to be keeping an eye on them. At least, they're not alone. You know, you're not alone either. Huh? I promise, remember? Oh god. Oh god, Ismini took out Chuckle's pin from her bag, squeezing it in her palm. We're not giving in to this game, no matter what. Right, of course. Thank you, Ease. I mean it. When I make a promise, I really do mean it. Me too! I'm glad I at least have you. Do you have your pin on you? It might help act as a reminder. I know it sounds silly and frivolous, but it really does help me. You might find some comfort in it, as childish as it sounds. Are you okay, Shinku? You gotta... He has to come... Dude, the guilt would destroy me. I don't know how he is not... yeah, of course. Just tired. It's been a long day. I, keep my pin in myself. I want to keep it safe. I don't want to lose it. I see. Anyway, I think it's time we get out of here. I really don't think being in this room is doing me any favors right now. Of course. I think we both need some rest. I'll see you tomorrow, Ys. Alright.
Sleep well. Oh, and, good luck. For if your crime gets revealed tonight, that is. Right. I was honestly a little apprehensive about that. If my crime was revealed and I got voted corrupt, then would I lose this meanie too? I just want you to know, no matter what your crime is, no matter what the audience thinks, our promise means more to me than any of that nonsense, dude. I'll stand by you. So try not to worry. Of course. Thank you, Ismini. It's the least I can do, really. You laugh, that's so fucked up. Okay, how much is left of the chapter? It can't be that much, right? Can we finish? I've got like about 15 minutes. An awful feeling swelled in my chest as we walked back to the cells. Ismini accompanied me on the way back, making casual conversation. It was clear we really were all that each other had left. I couldn't tell her about the pin. I couldn't break her trust like that. I couldn't fracture the last connection she had here. That sounds awful, but I really was doing it to protect her. To protect her bond. Anyone would have done it. At least, that's what I reassured myself of over and over as I stared at the empty spot in my drawer where the pin once was. Now, I had nothing left of Dracul or Molly aside from my memories of them. So I tried to run them through in my mind, hold on to them, keep them as clear as possible while repeating them over and over. But all it did was make me feel worse. As the monitor in the corner of my room buzzed on, I almost felt relieved. As I knew the impending crime reveals would at least give me something else to focus on than the awful, crushing feeling weighing heavily on my chest. I have nothing else to say to Shinko at this point, man. Alright, lay it on me.
Hello, prisoners. I won't bore you with all the pre-drabble I usually do. God knows this chapter is long enough already. Plus, you already know the drill. It's time for our third episode Of course they did it there in Ultimate! The subject of today's show...
Please don't be me, please don't be me, please don't be me.
Why, that would be Prisoner 03, Ezekiel Elias.
Alright, Zeke, Alora, and Asuka. No Dracul yet. I am very curious about him. So what, the last episode is what, gonna be Dracul, Shinku, and Fu? Unless I'm forgetting somebody. I couldn't help but feel relieved.
Well, let's get started with the fan favorite here, Ezekiel.
Oh god, okay. What did Zeke do? This shit's gotta be fucked up, right? Fan favorite, I doubted that.
Oh, Ezekiel, you really made quite a splash in your industry, didn't you? Your complete disregard for your own life made you willing to do anything and everything. If you died, then that was that. But you never seemed to die, no matter how extreme the stunt got. So you started trying more and more, and that would have been fine if it was only your suicide mission, but... You specifically bullied and encouraged other people starting in the stunt industry to have the same amount of recklessness you did. If they didn't do it, they'd never break into the industry. They'd never stand a chance against you. You set the bar so high they hardly had a choice but to follow in your footsteps. But in chasing you, many fell. Many had career-ending injuries. Many died. Yet you kept going, never looking behind you. In your eyes, making the industry this volatile was doing everyone a favor. If they didn't have the guts to go as far as you did, then they weren't cut out for stunt performing in the first place. And every time someone succeeded in catching up to you, you always set the bar higher. Always did something more extreme. Always would do something that you thought only you could do. Something that would make that competition back down or die trying. You wanted to be on top. Someone no one could stand on the same level of, even if it killed you in the process. You wanted to be the bravest guy alive, unmatched by no one, no matter the cost. Almost
Wow,
sounds like
Zeke
you
had a
were
massive
constantly
ego
losing
that hurt people? I am
That just
so
sounds incredibly
shocked by this
childish and pathetic
information.
to me, but what do I know?
Yeah, that's about what I expected out of Ezekiel. He really was just a bad person. Okay. Wow, coming from fucking Shinku Kutsuki. Okay. But I suppose it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. It almost annoyed me that it wasn't worse, as horrible as that sounds. I mean, I don't know. It's very similar to Takiko's, I guess, in the sense of, like, he encouraged people to die, but he never actually directly did anything to people. I feel like it's the same kind of idea, so I would assume it would also... I feel like it would be close, but he'd probably be corrupt if I had to take a stab at it right now. Just because they've... No, I think Takiko should have low-key been worthy, but...
Everyone's favorite murderer, Allura
Unless
Olenius.
people have changed their minds between chapters, I feel like these are very similar. Alright, what's up with Allura?
Jeez, that last trial really isn't gonna do you any favors when it comes to your verdict, huh? Well, your reputation can't possibly get any worse, so how about we rip the band-aid off? Allura was made to do a lot of very important work from a young age. At least, she told herself it was important. It was how she justified her literal, actual, unethical human experimentation. Allura would do incredibly inhumane
Oh,
experiments
yikes.
on terminally ill patients under the guise of testing experimental treatments on them. She had no intention of actually treating them, no matter what she told them.
Okay, but how do you know that, Mononeko? But, like, okay.
Their shortened life expectancies meant they were disposable.
That's not... Oh, that's pretty bad, Allura.
Or test the effects of whatever chemical exposure on them, no matter how painful. Some terminally ill patients were also infected with additional conditions intentionally.
Allura, that's pretty bad.
In order to perform research on them. Allura didn't pay any mind to their suffering. After all, it was for the greater good. But our little biochemist had her biases. She always has, and she always will. And while she could justify the rest of this by saying she was just following orders or doing it for the greater good, what she did to one patient, Lilith, was entirely her decision. Lilith was Allura's favorite patient. The experiments performed on her seemed to be significantly less painful. Funny that. Allura grew very attached to keeping Lilith alive, no matter how impossible it was, no matter how Lilith felt about it. Lilith was at peace with her impending death. She didn't want her suffering prolonged any longer. But Allura insisted on countless surgeries and potential treatments, keeping her alive despite her will, with the aim of giving herself more time to find a cure. A cure she never found before Lilith passed.
I don't know, Allura. This is pretty bad. I don't know if I can defend you on this one.
And unnecessary suffering. And Allura just couldn't cope with this. And you saw what that pushed her into making.
That's... My perception of Dr. Elenius had been completely shattered. Allura really was just as dysfunctional as the rest of us. I couldn't just sit back and depend on others anymore, could I? That's pretty bad, Allura. I
We have our wonderful warden's favorite prisoner, Asuka Santil.
This is probably the one I'm the most curious about, so I guess we'll see. It can't be too bad, right? Wasn't she a replacement prisoner? Their crime was supposedly less bad than the rest of us, so it was a bit of a bizarre choice to put them last.
Phew, you've had quite the day, huh? Well, sorry to say, but it's only gonna get worse. Brave, stupid Asuka. I suppose the events of today aren't all that surprising, especially especially considering your past.
I would say Alora would probably get corrupt if I had to guess, because like just on an objective level, that's a pretty bad crime. Like, context probably is not gonna help her. Like, unethically experimenting on people without their consent, especially in painful ways, is like, it's really, really bad.
Always playing ignorant when it matters most, even when you do know better. It was just easier to construct a world where you could make the rules, where life was fair, where it made sense to you. Your beloved circus, but when you have rules, how do you get people to follow them? How do you make sure someone doesn't take your place and try to turn your little world on its head? Impose an order that would harm everything you've built. Anything that wasn't your rules was bound to fail in your eyes after all. People are too selfish in your opinion, which is a little ironic when you think about it. Since you ask me, the most selfish person in that circus is you.
Very pretty art.
Asuka's crime on the surface may not seem too bad. Embezzling funds and committing charity fraud, collecting donations from rich idiots under the guise of helping some nebulous cause, or piggyback riding on current issues to get more money donated to you, saying you were committed to helping deal with whatever the struggle of the week was. Only instead distributed amongst your circus, taking the wealth to fund and maintain it.
Embezzlement?
I'm sure most people would frame that as ethically dubious at worst, but necessary for survival at best. I'm sure that's how you see it. To you, it didn't matter if the circus was using the money itself instead of donating it to whatever cause you claimed you were supporting. It felt more important in the moment, and it was still going to a good place. Besides, you assumed rich people only threw their money at charity to make themselves look better, but they didn't care what it was used for. But I don't think you have an excuse for your real crime, implicating your whole circus in this crime. Every child, every runaway there who depended on you. If your charity fraud got caught, everyone in that circus would be charged and prosecuted. Their lives would be ruined as well as yours. You knew that. And despite knowing that, you didn't tell them. You didn't want to cause a stir. It was your little secret. I think you even liked it in a way. With the way you set it up, if you went down,
that's just speculation on the cat's part, but okay.
All have your lives ruined together. Perhaps it's so you'd all never get separated, so you'd all never have to be alone again. Or maybe it was so your world, your circus.
I don't know, the cat really seems to be stretching this. Like, charity fraud is bad. Don't get me wrong. But I think if any of these three are gonna get worthy, it would definitely be this one.
So that it could always be the fair world you always wanted.
I mean, like, Zeke indirectly and Alora kind of directly killed people. Asuka doing charity fraud is bad, but like, I don't know, she didn't kill anybody.
Sharing everything, including responsibility, including conviction, if it ever came to it. Do you still think you're still so much more morally better than everyone else here?
If I had to guess, I think Zeke corrupt, Alora corrupt, Asuka worthy.
And ultimate. Phew, only a few of you left to reveal, huh? Better enjoy your privacy while you have it. I'm personally real excited to see how you'll vote this
Or at least I
time.
think that's how I'd vote.
Don't hold back on your corrupt vote.
I do know I missed the voting window, but...
little attempt, alright?
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
It didn't even work. So don't you worry one bit about voting how you want. If people die, then they die. Womp womp. Anyway, I'm sure you have a lot to dwell on. I'll leave you to vote. And to the prisoners, good luck.
An awful feeling lingered in my chest. Same one that had been there all day. But despite it all, despite our dwindling numbers, despite Fu having been revealed to be a plant by the producers, despite learning Alora's escape plan was a bust, despite the awful crime reveals, despite losing her, I was weirdly relieved to know I wasn't picked this time. I don't think I could have handled it if my crime came out, too. Discounting Fu, who might not even count anymore, I was the only one who hadn't had my crime revealed. Well, me and... I looked at where his pin once was on my nightstand. As awful as it was, I would be lying if I said I wasn't morbidly curious. But I couldn't dwell on it as someone knocked on my door and promptly entered. Ah, Is. Can I help you? Shinku, where is it? Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. Huh? I'm sorry. It's silly, but I need to see it right now. I don't care how ridiculous it sounds. I just need to put something to rest. Where's what? His pin. You said you had it in your cell, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Then where is it? That's a good question. Shinku. It's here. It's here. I swear. It's just, let me... Shinku, why were you in the washing room this morning? No. Doing my laundry? Really? Because when Is now really the time for this? Molly just died, Ys. We're both emotional and don't bring her into this. God, you always do this. Do what? Shinku, there was no laundry in any of those machines when I checked. But why were you checking? What were you doing in there? You can't even tell me, can you? Listen, Shinku! Why are you still lying? Why are you still fucking lying, bro? Listen, the pin, it's in here somewhere. I have to look. I know I put it somewhere. Just give me a moment. Calm down, okay? Calm down? You're the one who can't admit to me you destroyed one of the last things we had left of him, and you're telling me to calm down? How do you... Yes, I know. It's obvious now. I got a dare telling me to do the exact same thing. I feel like I said that earlier. To destroy it, and I couldn't. Because I respected our promise. Because I respected you. I trusted you. We can still have our promise without those... I don't care about the pin. I care that you couldn't tell me. You never tell me anything. You're so desperate to be trusted. To have people who will rely on you or have your back, but you refuse to communicate anything, ever. You just play around with people and dance around issues and do whatever is easiest, whatever makes you happy. The second Molly needed someone to rely on you, you seized your opportunity the best you could. You had your fun, but when it came to actually helping her, you only intervened far too late. You were too busy stuck in your own head and using her as a replacement. And now she's gone, Shinku. She's gone, and you didn't even know her enough to understand, or even admit that she could have been capable of being the one behind the pact. I told you I wanted to get better at not using people like that. I don't want to... You say that, but you act like you're the one getting hurt by doing that. You don't think about anyone actually impacted by it. And when you have someone willing to be there for you, you just step all over it. You step all over me. I wouldn't have cared about the pin if you just told me. That's what I said from the start, man. The only thing I ever wanted was mutual trust. To know you wouldn't go behind my back and betray that trust. Do something stupid. She's so right here. Like, this is so cathartic. I hope I am delivering this with justice because I'm feeling her right now. But I guess, like Molly, you never really knew me either, huh? I poured out my heart to you. I let myself be vulnerable to you, and you couldn't understand even the most simplest of things that would hurt me. I guess I wasn't worth the effort. You couldn't as easily project Dracul onto me, could you? That's it.
Well, if you're going to break your half of the promise, then...
Wait! Ismini, stop!
Ismini grabbed the pin she'd taken from Dracul out of her bag, throwing it onto the ground. Valid as hell, Crash Out. Fuck this guy. Before I could reach for it, her foot slammed down on it multiple times. I could do nothing but watch as she shattered it into tiny pieces.
There! Now they're together. I hope you're happy, Shinku. If you're so stuck in the past, then I'll just have to destroy every reminder of it. Maybe that'll force you to pull yourself out of it and see the reality in front of you. Maybe that'll make you actually reflect instead of sitting in self-pity.
How could you? That was all we had left of...
Someone neither of us ever really knew. Especially you. But go on, gather up the pieces and cling to them all you like. At least using a pin is better than using other people.
Goddamn, she ate him up. I watched in stunned horror as his meanie turned and left out of my cell, looking at the fractured shards of the one connection I had left in this prison. For the first time since arriving here, truly and completely feeling alone. But she couldn't blame me. She couldn't see what my truth is. That was that day. That horrible, horrible truth. You pushed your wow, who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? She would have done it too. Who could have foreseen?
Hey, it's not your fault. Come on, I don't want you beating yourself up over it. It's awful, don't get me wrong. I can't imagine how you're feeling right now.
If that's not his crime, though, whatever he did must have been the thing that pushed her to suicide, I suppose.
Change what happened in the past. But if you spend all your time dwelling on it, and what you could have done better, you'll be so preoccupied with that you'll never actually take those steps to be better in the here and now. So don't forget that, okay? I know you can do better. And you know that too. Don't you?
It should have been Shinku. So true, top commenter. And that is it. Okay. Well. My god. That was a lot. That was a lot. But in a good way. It was really good. Hold on, let's move over to chatting. Can't wait for chapter 3, guys. Me neither. How am I gonna wait this long? There's like 6 people in the prison, and there's like 2 more chapters. What could possibly happen? I am so excited, but also so scared. I can't even like formulate thoughts. That was just like so much. Rest in peace, Takiko, my goat. Gonna look at verdicts? No, I'm gonna wait until next time because they always announce them at the start of the chapter, so I'll wait till then. I do gotta wrap up. I'm running a little bit over time right now, but let's see here. Who are our top 3? Number 3, we have Maddie. Number 2, we have Hibiki's father. And number 1, we have Mikey Mike. Thank you guys very, very much. I will definitely do chapter 3 once it comes out. Absolutely deserved crash out from Ismini. Pretty good chapter overall. Honestly, my only real complaint is that door kind of felt like a Deus Ex Machina, but everything else was pretty good, I have to say. I miss Takiko so much. But yeah, I think that's going to be it from me. Hopefully I can iron out the technical difficulties. Thank you guys very much for the patience and understanding with that. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, next week we're going to be doing Tomodachi Life and maybe something else, we'll see. But until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their week. Thank you all very much for coming. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!